Hello everyone, welcome back to Super Rare Coins. In today's video, we are going to explore top 6 rare and collectible coins that many people still find in circulation today. These coins may look common, but their history, condition, mint marks, and demand can make them valuable in today's market. We'll talk about the history behind each coin, mint marks and special features, why collectors want these coins, and their current market value in US dollars. So make sure you watch till the end, because one of these coins might already be in your pocket. Top 1. The Buffalo Nickel, officially called the Indian Head Nickel, was introduced in 1913 and remained in circulation until 1938. The 1936 Buffalo Nickel comes from the Great Depression era, a difficult period in U.S. history when Americans relied heavily on small denomination coins like this one for daily purchases. This coin has no mint mark, which means it was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, the primary mint of the United States. Philadelphia minted coins are very important to collectors, especially when they come from such a historic time period. Obverse. Front side features a strong portrait of a Native American chief, designed by renowned sculptor James Earl Fraser. This image represents the strength, dignity, and heritage of Native American culture. Reverse. Backside shows a powerful American bison, often called a buffalo, standing proudly. The buffalo symbolizes the American frontier, strength, and freedom. The 1936 date is clearly visible on this coin, which is extremely important because dates on buffalo nickels often wear down quickly during circulation. This 1936 buffalo nickel is circulated and slightly dusty, which is completely normal for a coin that is nearly 90 years old. Despite its age and use, the coin remains in fine condition. The date is readable. The Native American profile is visible. The buffalo's shape and details can still be seen clearly. Coins from this series are often found heavily worn or damaged. That's why examples like this, even with dust and circulation marks, are still highly collectible. So how much is a 1936 Buffalo Nickel with no mint mark worth today? In heavily worn condition, these coins usually sell for $1 to $3 USD. In fine condition, like this example, the value can range from $10 to $25 USD. Well-preserved coins with strong details can sell for even higher prices, especially at coin shows and online auctions. While the 1936 Buffalo Nickel is not extremely rare, its historic background, iconic design, and age give it strong value in the collector market. Collectors love the Buffalo Nickel series because it represents one of the most artistic and bold designs ever used on U.S. coinage. The 1936 issue is especially popular because it comes from the final years of the Buffalo Nickel series, just before it was replaced by the Jefferson nickel in 1938. Even a circulated, dusty coin like this one is considered a piece of American history you can hold in your hand. The 1936 Buffalo 5-cent coin with no mint mark is a classic and valuable U.S. collectible. Despite being circulated and dusty, its fine condition, historic era, and iconic design make it valuable in today's market. Top 2. The Buffalo Nickel, officially called the Indian Head Nickel, was introduced in 1913 and minted until 1938. The 1926 Buffalo Nickel comes from the Roaring '20s, a time of major cultural change and economic growth in the United States, just a few years before the Great Depression. Coins from this era were widely used in daily life, making surviving examples today highly collectible. This coin has no mint mark, which means it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, the main mint of the United States. Philadelphia minted Buffalo nickels are important to collectors, especially when found in readable and collectible condition. The Buffalo Nickel is admired for one of the most artistic designs in American coin history. Obverse. Front side features a strong portrait of a Native American chief, designed by famous sculptor James Earl Fraser. The portrait is a blend of several Native American leaders and represents strength, dignity, and heritage. Reverse. Backside displays a powerful American bison, often referred to as a buffalo, symbolizing the American West, freedom, and strength. The 1926 date is clearly visible on this coin, which is very important because dates on buffalo nickels often wear down quickly during circulation. This 1926 buffalo nickel is circulated and slightly dusty, which is expected for a coin that is nearly 100 years old. Despite its age and use, this coin is still in fine condition. The date remains readable. The Native American profile is visible. The buffalo's outline and major details can still be clearly seen. Many buffalo nickels from the 1920s are found heavily worn or damaged. That's why examples like this, even with dust and circulation marks, are still considered rare and collectible. So, what is the market value of a 1926 buffalo nickel with no mint mark today? In very worn condition, these coins usually sell for around $1 to $3 USD. In fine condition, values typically range from $10 to $30 USD. Coins with stronger details and better preservation can sell for even higher prices, especially among serious collectors. While the 1926 buffalo nickel is not the rarest date in the series, its age, historical background, and iconic design give it strong and lasting value. Collectors love buffalo nickels because they represent one of the most bold and artistic periods in U.S. coin design. The 1926 issue is especially attractive because it comes from the heart of the buffalo nickel series, produced during a time when coins were heavily used in everyday transactions. Owning a coin like this is like holding a piece of early 20th century American history. Top 3. The buffalo nickel was minted from 1913 to 1938 and is considered one of the most beautiful U.S. coin designs ever made. The year 1930 is especially important in American history. This coin was produced during the Great Depression, a time when millions of Americans lost jobs, banks collapsed, everyday life was extremely difficult. Coins like this were used daily for food, transport, and survival. That's why holding a 1930 buffalo nickel today feels like holding a piece of real American history. This coin is described as circulated dusty, fine condition. Why collectors still want it? Nearly 100 years old. Famous and historic design. Strong demand worldwide. Affordable entry coin for new collectors. Even in fine condition, buffalo nickels are widely collected and respected. Cleaning can destroy its natural surface and reduce its value. Approximate values for a 1930 buffalo nickel good condition: $1 to $3. Fine condition: $3 to $8. Very fine condition: $8 to $15. Extremely fine: $20 to $35. Uncirculated: $50 to $100 or more. Coins with strong details, no damage, and original surfaces can sell for higher prices. The 1930 buffalo nickel may look simple, but it represents American culture, Native American heritage, the Great Depression era, long-term collectible value. If you have one, protect it properly and consider professional grading if the condition is strong. Top 4. The year 1960 was an important time in U.S. history. America was experiencing economic growth after World War II, rapid technological development, the beginning of the space race, tension during the Cold War. Jefferson nickels, like this one, were used daily by millions of Americans for transportation, food, and basic needs. This coin represents everyday American life during the early 1960s. This 1965 cents coin is described as circulated, dusty, fine condition, Why collectors still search for this coin. More than 60 years old. Classic U.S. coin design. Popular with beginner collectors. Some 1960 nickels have valuable errors or varieties. Cleaning removes original surfaces and can reduce value. Now, let's talk about today's market value. Approximate values for a 1960 Jefferson nickel. No mint mark, good condition. 10 cents to 30 cents. Fine condition. $0.30 to $1. Very fine condition. $1 to $3. Uncirculated condition. $5 to $20. Rare errors or high-grade coins. $50 to $500 or more. Coins with sharp details, no damage, or special minting errors can sell for much higher prices. The 1960 United States 5 cents coin may look common, but it carries American history, presidential legacy, long-term collector interest. If you have one, store it safely and examine it closely. You may have something more valuable than you think. Top 5. The year 1969 is very important in American history. This was the year when the United States landed the first humans on the moon. The space race reached its peak. Social and cultural changes were happening across the country. Jefferson nickels, like this one, were used daily by millions of Americans during this historic time. This coin represents a period of innovation, change, and national pride. This coin is described as circulated, dusty, fine condition. Collectors are interested in this coin because it is over 50 years old. It represents a historic era. Some 1969 nickels have valuable errors or high-grade examples. Cleaning can damage the surface and reduce its value. Now, let's talk about today's market value. Approximate values for a 1969 Jefferson nickel. No mint mark. Good condition. 10 cents to 25 cents. Fine condition. $0.25, $1. Very fine condition. $1 to $3. Uncirculated condition. $5 to $20. Rare errors or high-grade coins. $50, $300 plus. Coins with strong detail, original surfaces, and no damage can bring higher prices. The 1969 United States 5 cents coin may look common, but it carries a powerful moment in U.S. history. The legacy of Thomas Jefferson. Long-term collector interest. If you own one, store it carefully and inspect it closely for special features. Top 6. The year 1979 was a time of change in the United States. During this period, the country faced economic challenges like inflation. Energy concerns were common. American culture and technology continued to evolve. Jefferson nickels, like this one, were used daily by millions of Americans during this era. This coin represents everyday American life in the late 1970s. This coin is circulated, dusty, fine condition. Collectors are interested because it is over 40 years old. It represents a transitional period in U.S. history. Some 1979 nickels have valuable errors or high-grade examples. Cleaning damages the surface and lowers value. Now, let's discuss today's market value. Approximate values for a 1979 Jefferson nickel. No mint mark. Good condition. 10 cents to 25 cents. Fine condition. $0.25 to $1. Very fine condition. $1 to $3. Uncirculated condition. $5 to $15. Rare errors or high-grade coins. $50, $200 plus. Coins with sharp details and original surfaces can sell for higher prices. The 1979 United States 5 cents coin may appear common, but it still holds historical significance, collector interest, educational value. If you own one, store it safely and inspect it carefully for special features. If you enjoyed this video, Please like, share, and subscribe to Super Rare Coin. Thank you for watching.